Good afternoon.
Alright, moving on over to the next tip, we have build your own battle party. So do not use a recommended, guys. Recommended is the worst out of here that goes over why you shouldn't use recommended.
Make sure that my screen is alright.
Again, a link in the description below. Next up, we have use the 3-star and 4-star filters to check for good IVs and hundos. Very, very important. Not everyone does this. You definitely should do this, because I can tell you right now, if I didn't use the 4-star filter to find hundos, I would have definitely transferred hundos in the past. So yeah, it actually happens. Like, you'll just randomly catch a hundo. It could be just like a super common Pokemon that you literally don't care about whatsoever, but it's a 100% IV. So yeah, you know, definitely make sure that you're checking that before you transfer your Pokemon. Additionally, though, for PvP IVs, it's going to work a little bit differently, so I recommend using Ghost Stadium. The link to their website is going to be in the description below. They also put out amazing infographics, which I also have the link to their Twitter page. I recommend checking them out, give them a follow. Once again, I have a video that goes over PvP IVs in more detail. I highly recommend watching that before kind of diving into the PvP itself, because it is really important to understand why PvP IVs are so good. Moving away from IVs, though, let's talk about the Mega Evolve bonus. So Mega Evolves are kind of weird in Pokemon Go. Mega Evolutions are definitely along the pay-to-play side of this game, but you can still get it done as a free-to-play player. It's just going to take you a little bit longer. So first things first, though, the Mega Evolve bonus actually gives you +1 candy per catch.
Well, it's almost the end of our journey here at class.
Charizard to Mega Charizard, and this lasts about 8 hours.
It's almost the end of our class journey. And I gotta tell you, I think I'm ready to go. I'm getting a little antsy. You know why? Let's chat. We're gonna have a little bit of a chat here on the ride home, because I'm feeling some kind of way. First, I'll put some background music on for us. And go from there. I really did not want to take this class. Like, I really didn't want to take this class. Like, I mean, I knew from the jump that I was going to be, like, you know, so defensive about the whole situation. You know, I felt like I was, you know, far more, like, let's ramp up to it. Let's not deep dive right into it 3 minutes in. Let's set up the scene a little bit more. Let's set that scene a little bit more, shall we? Here's the scene. I cannot even begin to tell you how insanely toxic my relationship was with Voldemort. I mean, it was more toxic than I had any idea that toxicity even existed. Because all the relationships I've ever had, even the weird thing with Emily, which was barely even a relationship and resulted in nothing but drama, still did not hit on levels of toxicity that this did. I think that was about as far as normal toxicity goes. Fights, arguments, name calling, that kind of stuff, which is toxic. And for the record, literally is, you know, you might not think of it, but it's domestic violence. So, getting into something that was so insanely toxic was like such a learning experience for me that I had no idea this kind of stuff even existed. Like, I didn't know this is how or what people got together for. And the more I listened to some of these dudes in this class, I just think to myself, like, no wonder. You know, no wonder. And it's sad because there's like a whole cottage industry built around this. Like, I gotta tell you, it's a really crazy concept for me that I mean, I know why I did it, and I'm gonna end up having my own, you know, I got more to say. This might have a little more context to it, but in terms of like a brief overview, I thought I was doing the right thing by exploring this toxicity. Imagine if you didn't know what radiation was, and you came upon Chernobyl, and there were these signs in Russian that you couldn't read, and you were like, oh. So you just kept on going. And you were like, something seems a little wrong here. But you had never really, you know, you didn't know just how wrong something could go, because you didn't know that radiation existed. You just thought it could be like, oh, maybe I get eaten by a bear, or, you know, maybe I'll die. You know, you didn't know. You just thought of normal things out there. You didn't know that what you were in was killing you, literally. And you could not have gotten out of it because you thought that you were exploring an interesting new place. You know? You were like, oh, this seems interesting. I'm a curious kind of guy. I like to explore. And then as you explored, you died because there was radiation everywhere. And the toxicity was slowly just murdering you. You're dying. You're in the wastelands. You don't even understand that you're in the wasteland, you know? And eventually, and luckily for you, you get out. And this is the part where it gets interesting. You get out of the wasteland. You come to your senses. You say, oh my God, look at that. There's a body over there. This doesn't make any sense. We got to get out of here. Something's wrong, right? And you leave. You're not foolish enough to just keep on going. No. You leave, you know? You're free. So you go, your freedom, and you go out to enjoy your life. And all of a sudden, somebody says, hey, even though you survived death, we have a little bit of an issue. See, now you crossed over these signs that you were supposed to have read. And I said, well, they were in Russian. I didn't understand them. I had no idea that what I was doing was wrong. And they said, yeah, but, you know, there's nothing we can really do about it. You gotta do a couple things for us. And then one of those things is you gotta talk about this every single week with some guys who are still there. Some of these cats who are still living this every single day, and this is what they think is normal. You gotta go chat. You guys are gonna have a chat. You're gonna have a nice chat. Oh yeah, this girl, she's fun. She's fun. I like Big Truck Girl. She was funny. Hey, Big Truck Girl was funny. Big Truck Girl was funny. She had me going. Big Truck Girl. That was some good stuff right there. I liked it. week you gotta go and talk to people about Chernobyl and how much fun you had there. So ultimately, like, I just have to walk away from it all with a different kind of thing, right? From the jump, I'm like, all right, well, I don't need to go to a class about how to leave Chernobyl because I freaking left Chernobyl. I never belonged there in the first place. This was just a happenstance. That in all the knowledge that I possess, in my moderately high intelligence, that somehow I didn't know about toxic relationships. I had no idea about certain things that this person, Voldemort, was so well versed in, it made me look like a toddler. In comparison, her knowledge on this is like Stephen Hawking level. She is so aware of it all, the terminology, the processes. She's methodical, diabolical. Voldemort, pure evil, right? Diabolical. So I got caught up. How was I supposed to know? How the hell was I supposed to know? I was so underprepared for what I was getting myself into. And I got tricked. Like I said a million times, I got tricked. I got tricked by a lot of plastic surgery and a really dope sports car and a couple other little tricks of the trade that she worked in that if I had any idea now, I would have picked up on it instantly. I got tricked and I fooled up. I got wrapped up and fooled up. So I said, okay, I get it. I went over the line in Chernobyl. I get it. All right, I should have understood these signs, but I didn't. But I understand that I should have understood them. So going off of just the fact that I should have understood these signs, I'm willing to take X amount of punishment in return. Because I understand that ignorance is no excuse for the law. I understand that using my full faculties, I should not be in this situation. And I'm in the process of that. And some days it's a little bit easier. And the closer we get to the end, the harder it seems to be getting. It seems to be becoming reflective of the beginning. The beginning was so full of uncertainty, and now again here I am facing a different type of uncertainty. The first uncertainty was how will my life pan out for the next year. The uncertainty of the experiences involved with getting this done, the inexperience of it all, the uncertainty in that. And then all of a sudden it seemed like I was like, okay, well, I understand this now. I have to do X, Y, and Z, and if I do X, Y, and Z, then everything's normal. We're in its new form of normal. Think of it like coronavirus. Like you had to kind of adjust and say, all right, well, now I need to do X, Y, and Z. And there's an uncertainty to it, but then you get used to it. And now I'm almost at the other side of it where it's like it's over, and I'm wondering, going back to my normal day-to-day, like what does that look like? And I'm lucky in a lot of ways because this wasn't able to affect my life in a tremendous way. I mean, hey, I could have it all could have just gone a whole different way. take a little bit in order to say, oh, okay, duh. And obviously, you know me, when I do it, I mean, I'm a very disciplined guy when it comes to that kind of stuff. I am very self-aware in terms of all that stuff. So when I realized that it was a no-brainer. But for a while, I was still very much so. And again, this is one of the things I think I'll say when I finally have a chance to just unload all of it. Like, I have to thank, and this is the most powerful thing, is that it's a form of forgiveness, I suppose, thanking the person who did you like so wrong. Because honestly, without that, my whole life would have been ruined. I had given this person the ability to ruin my life, which is something that only you should hold on to. You should be the only person that has the ability to ruin your life. And through ignorance and some of my own decisions, conscious decisions, I became that person. That is scary. Very scary. And obviously the most important thing is to just never end up that person ever again. Learn, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me once, it's shame on you, not shame on me. That's when you fool me twice. So if you only fool me once, it's shame on you because you took advantage of it. You took advantage of my good heart, my patience, my kindness, and you exploited all my weaknesses. Like, to do that, shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. And there ain't no shame on me. I am not a shameful person. I don't walk around with shame, and I never will. Because my goal in life is to not do people wrong. I don't wake up in the morning and say, I wonder how I'm going to mess somebody's day up today. But if somebody wants to mess up my day, I'm the first person to be like, I'd rather ruin yours. Most people don't have that power over me whatsoever. You've seen me in these moments, you know? I mean, Jesus Christ, Epcot the other day, that woman assaulted me. She put her hands all over me. Physically. That's battering. It doesn't matter how you put your hands on somebody. You can't touch people. She ate all up on me. And what did I do? I just laughed the whole situation off. I'm like laughing. I'm like, come on. Because that's who I really am. So to have gotten me to any other place is a testament to how underprepared and so out of my element I was. Now, it's not out of my league because apparently I'm fully capable. I'm still in this same league. It's not a league that I was out of. It was something that I'm fully capable. I just wasn't playing the right way. I was in a league playing the totally wrong game. You know? Which is insane. Take a moment and pause there because I think to myself, I continue to think to myself, you know, this is an open conversation. I go, I light it up there for a second. For me, it's more about like, how did I end up in that situation, you know? Like, what is it that allowed me to fall into such a trap? Was it really that just the trap was so well decorated? There was so much glowing neon that I was like a fly. I was like a moth. Like, really? Was I really that? How did that happen to me? That's the part of it that I wonder constantly. How the hell did that happen to me? And I blame it on the double-edged sword of what is being mostly a lone wolf in life. Like, when you just are your own person, you know, and you're not like, you're more like an entity unto yourself, you know? It has a double side to it. It's like, yeah, nobody has that kind of power to destroy your life, like I was just talking about, but also, or you're given the power to affect your life in a positive way. You know, technically you're not, if to take away one, you have to give the other. It's like, it's really kind of hard to balance, right? When you give somebody the ability to affect you positively, you give them the same ability to affect you negatively. It's like just giving somebody the ability. I don't know. It's dangerous just by nature. So it's like, what does that mean? Everybody should just be alone? No, like I think ultimately there's just got to be the right and the wrong people that you're supposed to be with. You know? I think ultimately that most of us just don't get lucky enough to find a person that's super compatible with us. Some people, that's all their life, you know, they don't have anybody, like, they don't have, like, a best friend, really, like that, like, they don't have, their peers that, like, are super, that, like, you know, like, a boyfriend, girlfriend is the most extreme part. So I'm lucky in some regard, because, you know, I love my family, I think they're all great, they've all got something good to say about most things. Although, you know, a lot of the times they baffle me in certain other areas. They definitely have had that power to help and hurt me and used it in a responsible way. All my friends, I can safely say I've given them all the power to affect me good and bad, and none of them have done it in a bad way. Even the people who thought they were my friends, like people down here and that kind of stuff. I'm talking about my real hardcore friends. Like I would, you know, any of them know so much of me. If only we could all get so lucky in our relationships, period, to find people that we can trust with that power of making your life better or worse. And most of the time you just want to trust that the person that you're, you know, investing your time into has your best interest in heart. But sometimes they don't. just needed like just a couple more weeks to pass, and then I'll be able to just like a weight off my shoulder, you know, just and talk about this, open, honest, get so much off my chest that's been on my chest for a long time. Journeys, like when we go on, like, I don't know, I haven't been on many journeys. I haven't had many epiphanal moments. I've had a couple, but I'm really honest to God, I thought I had so much of it figured out. I expected a lot better from myself with all this. I expected that no matter what the hell was going on, I would have been able to figure it out. Which is most situations. I don't go into every single situation like, oh, I know 100% what's going on here. I don't have spider sense. But most of the time, I'm like, all right, I'll be able to, you know, figure this out as we go. And so to be hit so hard with something that was so, I was giving my best effort to, and just the response was so bad. I was like, wow, how is that possible? And it speaks to just humanity, really, I guess. Situations, things, you know, those can be figured out. But people, not so easy. People, it's not so easy. Not so easy. Everybody goes through stuff. Sometimes that stuff is quick, sometimes it's not quick. This has not been quick. Sometimes it's quick, and sometimes not I think a lot about it if I could have, you know, not necessarily what I could have done differently because that's an impossibility. I think that I gave it my 100% best effort. I think that, again, that just speaks to the fact that some people are just 100%. That's just who they are, you know. Will never, ever, ever find any kind of ability to change them. They'll never find the ability to change themselves. It's just what happened. to make sense of things. You know? And obviously, the more OCD you are, you know, you wouldn't even be able to live in a world without things making sense. For me, I'm alright with a few things not making sense, and you know, it kind of drives me crazy because I'm a logical person. But I understand that it's pretty illogical to think that everything you come across is going to make sense to you. Every once in a while, you got to come across a great white whale. No, that's totally different. That's like butcher. That's a different thing. Every once in a while, you got to see a ghost. You know, every once in a while, you got to just have something happen that's hard to explain. Jamming. You gotta have something. It just doesn't make sense to you. Oh, that's a big live term. Trucking. We are gonna go take a quick pop over to fun store. I do believe I have my money's there. I can use this little gift card thing. This thing, it's kind of like a gift card. Man, I gotta do that. What happened? Give me what happened. Huh? What the hell is that? The tank's doing very good. My biggest regrets are also my greatest learning experiences. Yeah, that makes sense. Here's the thing: is you have to remember about discipline is that it's a two-way. Like discipline is, there's two forms of it, right? Like you can be disciplined enough that you don't find yourself in a situation, and there's the discipline of learning from that situation. They're two different things, and you want to try to have them both, like as much as you can, really, you know. Because the more of the first one you have, the less often you find yourself in the second one. I found some pretty good disciplines in all this, for sure. I'll tell you the stuff that I can't wait to talk about, though. I'll tell you some hilarious stories. The things that make me laugh, that that will just make you laugh too. After a year of live streams from me, you're gonna see the second Real Talk, and you're gonna be like, oh, what? Like some of the things she would say to me like all the time on a regular basis, or things that like happened that were these catalytic moments to spark like such crazy toxicity, and like how those moments would come off of moments of like extreme like love and amazing, like it was incredible. It was like literally methodical, diabolical, bro. Shit was diabolical. All planned, all thought about. None of it, I'm sure, was off the cuff. Things that just make you laugh your ass off. Because that's what they do to me. Is that in the reflection period, now I can just literally, some of it, I just laugh. There's so much pity. You know? There's so much pity I have towards, the way that, like that perception of reality that she had, I can't even begin to tell you how much I pity that, because it's the absolute opposite of how you should be. All right, you guys ready? will most likely be right back, but possibility it takes a couple minutes. So I'm gonna cover you up with a piece of paper. Guard yourselves, and I will be in the chat. Chatting away in the chat. Chat, chat, chat. Chat, chat. Cause you're coming up, cause you're he was there, my buddy Dylan. I had a feeling. I was like, Dylan, what's up, man? You want to let me use this gift certificate thing here? Or what, homie? My voice. God, I have been getting so many pimples. How is it that and now I'm getting older, I'm getting pimples? As you got older, you didn't get. You got less. I never had pimples when I was a teenager. Why the hell do I got them now? Why the hell do I have them now? What am I eating tonight? Oh, spring rolls. So I gotta finish off the spring rolls. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. I had 3 pimples. Woke up, 3 pimples. I said, what the hell? I barely even ate anything yesterday. And now I feel like I got one on the top of my lip too. Maybe I must have like rubbed my mouth or something yesterday, or who the hell knows, right? Must have rubbed my mouth or something. I must have had some kind of grease on there, because to get all those pores all messed up like that, I don't know. I took a shower last night too after the parks, which is crazy. Maybe it was just I was, yeah, maybe it's from the heat, right? I guess that could be a thing. I don't really know I don't really know much about all that. I assumed that because it's right all in the same spot that I must have like rubbed my mouth and had some kind of crap on my finger. Yeah, so anyway, I'm like a child. Pimply ass kid. Like some pimply ass kid. Did I see the NASA's universe photos? Yeah, I've seen a lot of photos of the universe. Are there new ones that I should know about? Hot new space pics. What in the hell is this content? Got some stuff to do tonight. I have got a bunch of dishes that are piled up in that sink that really need to get cleaned up. I got some fish tank duties. Got some salt that needs to get mixed up, aka from the new deep space ship. Oh, that's cool. Let's take a look. What's up there, Elizabeth? Did you get your merch box? You haven't been around. MIA, as the kids say, or as the military says. guess. We'll find out soon. Doing well, you went out for celebratory drinks and dinner. Ah. That's funny. Elizabeth thinks I have cold sores. These are things like cold sores. Go get yourself some cold sores. Not cold sores. That's funny. Somebody said that the other day too. Little pimples. I got little white heads on them. They look like pimples. They pop like pimples. They hurt like a pimple would, kind of pressure. I mean, I've seen cold sores. They look kind of more like blisters to me. They are viral. Anyone can get them. Cold sores? I thought cold sores were herpes. Am I not right? Maybe I don't know what cold sores are. I thought cold sores make you have herpes. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Well, who the hell knows? I have no idea. I thought they were pimples, I was going to be honest with you, but maybe they're what you guys are talking about. Somebody said something about fever, or fever, or something. I don't know what it said. Blisters, I don't know what it is. I'm all for it, trust me. I just think it's no coincidence that it happens on the days where I go to the park and like barely wash my hands. Because I touch my face a lot, especially at night. I have this little tick where like I'll touch this one part and I kind of like, I don't know, I do it all the time, especially when I'm gaming. So it doesn't surprise me that like, that's the exact spot, because that's the spot I'm always touching. And on days when I'm at home, it doesn't matter because I'm always washing my hands, first of all. And I probably don't have that thing as much. I'm not really doing it as much. I learned something new today. I always thought cold sores maybe had herpes. But I guess herpes is different. So like, wouldn't it be on other parts of my body too? Or it's just like, I mean, I touch all kinds of parts of my body. I was thinking like grease and stuff would like make pimples right there, you know? Maybe you guys are right. I have no idea. I like that we're having a good discussion, you know, open discussion. Because I'm learning things. I can tell you that in these next coming weeks, with the heat and the sweat and all that, I'm gonna have to just stop like rubbing my mouth up on my sleeve all the time and like all the sweat. a shave. I should like shower all the time, like constantly wash my hands. Maybe I'm stressed. Maybe it is the stress plus the oils and all that stuff. Maybe it's all just a combination. Maybe I have this thing that you guys are talking about. Who the hell knows? Yeah, I do that all the time. I think that means like my forehead would be so broken out and stuff, and like I did shave, yeah, but no, it wouldn't have been up here. I didn't shave up there. I shaved all down here, and you can tell that's all clean and worry free. I'm telling you guys, right here, I'm just telling, this is the spot. It's just one little thing. And it just so happened to happen to me going back into the parks, you know? Ever since I decided I was going to spend 5-6 days a week back in the parks, now all of a sudden I'm getting like pimples. I got one on my top of my lip too, I can feel it a little bit. Sweat. Being gross. No surprise, I guess. That's not really. No, that's the thing I thought about cold sores. I thought they were supposed to be like on your lips and stuff. Who knows? I have to get it figured out. I'm gonna have to get it figured out. I thought they was just pimples. Now everybody's telling me I've got bacterial infections. Bacterial infections near your lips. Okay. What about this one up here? This is like up on my cheek. Bacterial infections. Oh, you got an infection. Better watch out. We home? We're home. We home? We home. Time to drink some Tito's. Drink some Tito's. No wonder I've been eating spring rolls. Smashing grease into my face. Smashing grease into my face. And I'm like, hey guys, what's all this? I can't make it. Heads or tails of what's going on here. I've been eating nothing but grease for 3 days. And all of a sudden I got pimples. I'm like, what? It's so weird. I think it's magic. You guys think there's some magic going on? Guys, wonder what's going on. I've been eating greasy spring rolls and jalapeno poppers for 3 days. All of a sudden I got pimples on my face. I wonder what's going on. I must be dying. Oh yeah. Let the burps fly. And seldom was heard a discouraging word. Hands scour all around and
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
Your mama. And it wasn't called Yo Mama. It was the villain known as Yo Mama, who attacked the children. The villain known as Yo Mama. All right, speaking of, right, might as well keep the hands clean. Practice what I'm preaching here. With the Dawn, the Ultra, we're not even gonna mess around with the basin. We're gonna use the high quality stuff they use on the little ducklings. It's the stuff they use to get grease off of ducks. What can we do, right? The freaking bumper already is thicker. Not good. That thing is really starting to strain. Hey, fix you. Tito. Oh, we need that. Paper towels. Hey, good job. I'm laughing at the chat. I didn't see any of that stuff. That's hilarious. Oh, the chat. YouTube's the best. The tube! Better than the tube, nothing. It's the best, the tube. Alright, we're gonna get it in, y'all. We're gonna get it in. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for the Uncle Toodles? I wanna get my knife fired up. So I'm about to get the knife fired up. Woo-hoo. You don't know what's going on, but you hope everything's okay. Thank you. Everything is excellent. Everything is going excellently. Thank you. Gatorade. H2O. Gatorade. H2O. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Hey, Bobby. Yes, I'm Mr. Coach Klein. Water sucks. Gatorade's better. Coach? Holy shit. What was I just thinking? You see how I double took? I was almost like I shouldn't do this, but then I did it. Oh, so much. Well, that's just about that. One more in there until the fresh bottle arrives. Well, I should do a few things. They go down the wrong way. Oh no, it's just a lot. Then I was thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to drink all this? I have to just take a double chug. I'm going to go for the double chug, bro. Soon as we do. Oh, who else? Cargo's faster than me. Good job. We hit it at the same exact time. But she hit it just a little quicker. Good job. On the other hand, I don't want to do that out. About that for a minute. On one hand, I don't want to do them at all. And on the other hand, they gotta get done. So what the hell happens? I'll tell you. They gotta get done, so they get done. Doesn't matter how I feel. These dishes need to get done. Get done they shall. Some of them are just only cray-cray. Everybody's always cray-cray. Everybody's always crazy. Just laugh. Just gotta laugh at the internet. Have a good old chuckle. Okay, that's a lot of dishes. Alright. Dishes is the hardest part of what I need to do. The easiest part is getting all this crap out of the car. all this plugged in. Holy moly. If we're going anywhere to continue our streaming adventures tomorrow, we're gonna need to be ready, prepared. AKA, things need to be charged. Where's the tunes? Take all this, the phone. Wow. 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 All right. Alright, so this one's actually fully charged. Wait a minute, what? Oh, because I charged this for today. Smart! Alright, so actually we're a step ahead of things here. We are a step ahead of things because that is already charged. So the bag just needs a couple masks. Because you never know. It needs a comb because you do know. It needs this scrunchie. Here's my wallet and my keys. Hey-choo! Hey-choo! What the hell? Keys, wallet, done. This is done. We got everything we need in there. Neck fan. I gotta go plug this in. We should be good. Plug it in, we should be good. Bless you, thank you. That was a good one. Warp, warp, warp. Warp, warp, warp. Chocolate, I've been eating this for days. Heavy duty tripod. Oh, look at all the tripod city over there. It's that studio space. Monarch Miracles, what's up? Yeah, man. That's where we do. That's where we do the streams from. That's where it all happens. That's where all the magic gets made, right there. The sausage gets made on that desk. That's the chocolate is so good. Thor's hammer. Yum! Chocolate. Yum! Yum, chocolate. Guys, I'm tired. Not tired, but I got a lot to do and I don't feel like streaming for the whole thing. We had a big ass long day yesterday with the stream. I had fun hanging out. But tonight I need to just listen to some Norm or play some freaking old SNL sketches or something. I need to just I need to be able to just veg out tonight a little bit. We're gonna be back at it tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch a couple episodes of The Boys. I got a lot of these dishes to do. And I gotta mix up salt. Two tedious things that are not really enjoyable to try to look at the screen and do both because my hands are wet and it's not easy. So let's say goodnight now. Thank you for being here. The ride home, we've only got 2 left. We do this next week, and then we do it the week after, and that's it. Next week, in honor of all this, we'll be getting ourselves one last polar pizza. I've got plenty of ice packs and stuff that I'm gonna put in a little cooler. Keep wiping your face with your sleeve. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna wipe my mouth with your mom's bush if you keep it up. Big surprise, guys. This is actually what's on my face is Disney Daddy-O's mom's bush. That shit was like battery acid. It burnt my mouth. So, a huge apology from Disney Daddy-O's mom that she scarred my face up like this with her bush juice. I got a little cooler. We can throw some ice packs in, and next week we're gonna bring home a polar pizza in honor of the adventure. I don't know how long it'll take to eat it. Probably a long time. I'll have to invite some people over for the final polar pizza plunge, we'll call it. Get 2 of them. Get 6. The TDD Polar Pizza Plunge. Come by 6 p.m. There'll be balloons hanging out front. Any other wise ass comments before I wrap it up? While I'm trying to be nice and say goodnight. Anybody else got any wise ass stuff they want to say? No? Shucks. I guess you'll just have to wait till tomorrow. Y'all have fun tonight. Be safe. Oh, and I'm gonna finish that bottle of Tito's and do some dishes now. We'll see on the other side tomorrow, 4 or 5 p.m. from the Holly Weird Studios. Bye.